Hi there, I'm JP and I did an experiment and asked 15 players to give me their top 5 things they would like to see added or changed in Ylands. With this freedom, I wanted to see how many players would give me the same idea, and surprisingly enough there is only one idea that has been mentioned 4 times. So let's make a top 4 out of it. Of course, I will pass this whole list to the developers, but keep in mind some ideas might be on the roadmap already, since it took a while to put this list together. On number 4, 37 ideas that has been mentioned 1 time. We're gonna start off with Blueprint free place mode. This is something that I would like to see myself. Sometimes you're just going to need that slight rotation in adventure mode, and with grid it is very difficult. Non-textured building blocks. There are a couple of them in the game already, but it could definitely use a lot more in different sizes and shapes. We could say, for example, maybe a new type of block which is called cement. Little sub-biomes within each major biome with its own animal and plants. For example, savanna, desert dune, swamp, wet canyons, etc. I think this will be a nice addition to get more of this randomness in the game itself. Advanced sculpting tool to get more control over creating shapes. This might make map making a lot more fun, and I think this will become very handy if there will be some day that these maps can be created for adventure. Magic system. I think a magic system would be very nice, but I think also some other classes need to be made and give their own unique style. For example, archers, warlock, swordmen, you name it. Airships. I think it will also be a very fun addition and will give a lot of freedom to create all kinds of crazy builds to sail along the skies of Ylands. Energy rework update, rebuild from the ground up, including new items, sensors, timers, energy chests, new energy doors, new lights, etc. I believe it already has been announced there will be an energy rework update, so that is gonna be very nice. Cave rework update, deeper, more rooms, foliage, water, better random encounter logic, etc. Bosses and more fancier NCPs. Cannons that can be shot from the helm of the ship or a lever, function for fire left, right, or all cannons without leaving the helm. I think that would also be a very nice thing, but in this case I think some water creatures or some better water encounters would also make it more exciting. Of course, they can add in special islands that contain certain dangers, so it's on your own risk to go there, and there you can like battle like pirate NCPs or maybe some underwater monsters that come up off. Time dependent energy circuits, a clock that turns a circuit on and off every 5 seconds for an example. Custom paintings, an ATV that goes on land and water. That will actually solve the whole problem of vehicles not being able to go to the other island, but maybe we'll get something better for that later on. Submarines and underwater bases. I think that will also be a very cool thing. Traps / explosive traps. Or saddle with inventory. I think this was also announced, but I think it would also be very cool to have this stuff for other creatures, and or maybe bigger creatures can have like a platform on them. Wink to arc, and then you can build like a base on there. Car chassis with double or triple axes. Ability to change the surface for landscape to get dirt green again. I think it would also be very, very lovely. Double doors that are visually correct. Please, Ylands, fix that. It will make a lot yappity dappity. It will make a lot of builds look more beautiful. There we go. More natural curved blocks. Additional Greek or triumph ships with even larger sails. I hope I pronounced it the correct way. Option to tie ropes. It would be very useful in gameplay and building. Elephants and mammoths. Elephant tusks can make into a horn to make loads of noise. Allow cars to be stored on a ship and take to other maps. Summable boats or the option to attach them to a ship. That would also be very nice. Alternative forms of mini transport that we can carry in our inventory, like a bicycle, a pair of skis, snowboard, sleigh, skateboard, etc. Blueprint-able scripts for translation, rotation for the cost of magic dust during the build, so we can have custom doors, drawbridges, windmills, etc. Advanced logic switches that react to characters and NCPs like a lander or tripwire. and a pulse generator that generates regular pulses at a set of interval when power is applied. These are all things you guys came up with. Anti-flying propeller pack device for adventure. Makes it impossible to fly a propeller pack within a certain range. That sounds like a very cool one. A fuse against accidental island deletion in the adventure menu. If it's on, you can't delete the island. It first have to be deactivated. A tool to make doors close automatically, like a sensor in the supermarket. More drinks. There is plenty of lovely food in Ylands, but only 2 drinks. For an example, fruit lemonade can be made with raspberries or blackberries, banana smoothie made with bananas and milk, pineapple juice made from pineapple, cola made from sugar and various herbs, white coffee, a substance made from grain and milk, and maybe add some coffee beans. More animals like cats, dogs, cows, chickens, seagulls, crows, llamas, etc. More ship sails, another one, booms with sails that fits with the sails we already have. Musical instruments like guitar, piano, drums, horns, etc. Special under armor. This will give the player a chance to wear more personalized clothing over it. Special under armor can be crafted from high-end materials to make it a reward to wear. And the last but not least, a very important one, an ability to copy text from all in-game chats. This would be useful for people using Google Translate. On number 3, 6 ideas that has been mentioned 2 times. Closed buildings, open roofs being weatherproof. A smaller and thinner letter pack. This is personally one of mine. Smaller sizes of blocks like 0.5 or 0.2. This is also one of mine personally because, you know, smaller blocks you can make like smaller things. Adjustable chassis height. This is something a lot of people would like to see. Car summoning. There we have it. Multiply would be ideal, like animal summoning. And last but not least, flying vehicles. On number 2, 3 ideas that has been mentioned 3 times. More variation in terrain generation, spectacular mountain ranges, valleys, canyons, sinkholes, volcanoes, etc. I think that this will be a nice addition to the one where it was saying sub-biomes. Water physics, random generated with the map, plus being able to make rivers, waterfalls, ponds, etc. yourself. And the last one, glowing colors. Now I understand why they took that out of the game, because they want to make the lights and glow sticks more useful. But I think having glowing colors is a very nice thing and makes you more creative to make a lot of your own stuff with it. Now I can understand that it would be a little bit fake to just give stuff glowing colors, but I was thinking, what if we use magic dust as one of the requirements, just like pigment, in order to make something glow? And on number 1, one idea that has been mentioned 4 times, and that is the mirror option for building mode and the editor. That is going to be super handy if they add that to the game. I would like to see that a lot. Now, if you have some ideas that has not been mentioned, then let me know down below in the comment section. And who knows, I can make a top 5 most suggested things from viewers they would like to see in Ylands.